Oops, I said I was gonna remind Instagram. Hey guys, I will be going live in a few minutes, so stay tuned. It cut off. Dumb. I was gonna go. I'm trying to multitask, and I'm obviously not good at it. I'm trying to do Instagram and uh on here at the same time. Guys, I will be basically I'm live right now. So if you guys want to go check out the YouTube channel, we are currently live streaming. So see you guys soon. And let's post that. We'll see if it lets me post on the IG. Maybe it let me. Hey guys, how's it going? Sorry guys, I'm trying to multitask and I'm very bad at it. A lot of you guys asked me to please notify you. Um, ah, to notify you guys on Instagram when I go live and also here. Because a lot of you guys are not getting the notifications. I don't know why that is. Hello, Lily, Cami, Donald Suds, Don Suds, Holds, Kathy Lynette. Welcome. Happy Friday, TGIF. We have a lot to talk about because, oh my goodness, IDAHO4 3-year anniversary, a day after 3-year anniversary. And can you believe this? That the IDAHO4 victims' families are suing Washington State University for over $100 million each. $100 million each. Hey, Nomad Life. Hey, Emily. Hey, Robbie. Hey, Aunt Clara. Hey, Cami. Hey, Jody. Yes, folks. They are saying that because Brian Christopher Koberger was a teaching assistant at WSU, that he is solely responsible and that they need to collect $100 million each for the passing away of their family members. What? Are you serious? $100 million each? Sud says, of course they are. It's all about the Benjamins. Coco, I do not have an email. I have an Instagram in the description of every video if you want to reach out. That being said, please, people, try your very best to not send me too many videos. I wish I had the time to check every video, but I don't. But I guess I'll try. There's about 3,000 people there, so I'm trying my very best to get to everybody. It can take me months, right? $100 million each. It says, because he was a teaching assistant there, right? Even if this act falls outside the scope of employment, it says that the university can be held liable for their own negligence in hiring, supervising, or retaining the employee. Why would you sue the university if, yes, he was working there, but like he didn't have a criminal record, right? So a formal complaint has not been yet filed with the court, so the details of the allegations are not yet known. However, this is quite shocking. This is quite shocking. And maybe for a lot of us it's not too shocking because it's like, as a lot of you guys have said on here, Sud says pinky to the lips. It's been about money for 3 years, it seems like, in my personal opinion. By the way, these are my personal opinions. These are my theories. These videos are for entertainment purposes only. You can agree to disagree, but let me know your thoughts, right? Nomad Life says, why not Scott Green too? He wrote a book under the gag order. U of I helped cover up. Why not sue them? And Ladar County too. Isn't it strange that they're going after, yeah, Dr. Evil, the pinky in the mouth? Why aren't they going after Scott Green? Why aren't they going after U of I? Why aren't they going after all these people that have created Netflix series, docuseries, documentaries, books? There was a book written. About this case, like right after it happened, basically. And all the details of this are known in the complaint, but I am waiting for a copy on. However, they are stating that emotional impact of the survivors who wrongfully have lost a loved one, it's devastating. And they want $100 million each to basically make up for that loss. Again, we all have different points of views regarding this, but at some point we have to ask some questions because sure, it is looking like it's all about the money. And in the document, it says the emotional impact on survivors who wrongfully lost a loved one is devastating. Calculating a monetary value of this type of pain is nearly impossible. Obviously, right? You can't really put a price on a family member. I understand that. It's your loved one. But the fact that they are trying to get more money out of the entire situation when they had already allegedly raised over $150,000 from the GoFundMe's that was supposed to go for trial expenses and wasn't used for that because there was no trial. What happened to that money? Because I know that a lot of people that donated, especially to the GFAM. I'm not picking on them. I'm just saying I know a lot of people that donated to the GFAM specifically, and they said, this is weird. Where's my money at? What is it being used for? Because there was no trial. I want my money back. And supposedly the GFAM returned some of the money, but not all of it. So I want to know, what did you do with the rest of the money? Again, there was no trial. The money that was raised was supposed to be for trial expenses, for traveling, for hotels, for food. And even then, $150,000, in my opinion, is excessive for trial expenses. But yes, they raised the money. Now, where's that money? Now they are also suing WSU here. I know a lot of people thought this case was over, but I'm sure there's going to be a lot more information coming out, a lot more unredacted discovery evidence to actually see what happened in this case. Okay. This civil suit may bring answers. And I hope that it does, especially for the families who actually want the truth, who actually care for their loved ones and want true justice. At the end of the day, I pray that the families do actually see justice served. And I pray that the families aren't just doing this for money, right? And to everyone that always wants to comment, the parents said to let it go. Clearly, they want everybody to talk. But let me know your thoughts on this. Do you think that this is bizarre that they are money grabbing now? We have a massive suit against WSU, multiple six-figure GoFundMe's, and they're still going after Brian Koberger for a $3,000 restitution, right? So does that mean that then we should, all of us, be paid out for all of our trauma in life? But maybe this is positive. Maybe this will expose everything or something. But again, it's starting to feel again like a case of the numbers are not adding up. So they're looking for whoever has the deepest pockets because the amounts they're requesting are neither trivial nor symbolic, right? In my opinion, they should be putting the same effort into pursuing justice, especially given that the real criminal, in my personal opinion, is still out there, especially after we saw the legal documents that were just redacted not too long ago that I went over. DNA, not on the sheet, not anywhere. Okay. Money. And they can't say, the families can't say it's anyone else now because, again, they're the ones suing. After reading this, after finding this out, I'm like, I just have no words. I have no words. I'm at a point now where I am speechless. I hope we can find the truth. In my opinion, they should be suing the city of Moscow. They should be suing Moscow Police Department. Remember all those officers that were in there not wearing booties, touching everything without gloves, leaving fingerprints everywhere, saying they found a sheath way later. They should be suing the city of Moscow and everyone else involved for that piss poor excuse of an investigation. But that's just my humble opinion, right? Hopefully, maybe out of this civil suit, maybe somebody will start pointing the finger and get loose lips. Maybe someone's not going to be happy to pay that. Is that going to be the end of the university? Because that's a lot of money. Now, we have this multiple six-figure GoFundMe's again, and the $3,000 that they're asking for restitution. Now, they're asking for more money. Judge Hippler has now ordered Brian Koberger to pay an additional couple grand, a couple $1,000 in restitution. I'm not sure if you guys saw that. I'm not sure if you guys have been paying attention to these new legal documents that keep getting released to us. He has been ordered to pay a couple $1,000 more. He needs to pay them for the urns. We know that some of the families ordered double urns because they wanted to keep Maddie and Kaylee basically together but not combined. So now Judge Hippler said, okay, Brian, guess you're going to have to pay for these urns too. Is that not strange to you? I found that personally very interesting that now they're suing for $100 million each. That's wild. It's wild. And I recall reading through the document is 9% a year. 9% a year on anything. That's huge. Thankfully, they didn't make Brian Koberger pay for their travel and their supposed trial expenses, because imagine. And we know that Bill Thompson agreed and came forward and said that he made a mistake, that he had told the families that those expenses were going to be covered, and they were not. So yes, Koberger will have to pay these couple grand in restitution for the urns, or anybody donating to him. We also know that the G family was allegedly very upset about this movie coming out. And for me, I find that quite questionable. It's also very concerning to me that the G fam on their family Facebook page shared a list of all the actors and actresses of the people that are going to be playing the Idaho 4 victims. And now the whole G army of hate is literally harassing these young people. Is that okay? I don't know. I really don't have anything to say of this movie coming out. I know that the Gonzalez Army of Hate was very upset. They're like, I can't believe that they're making a movie. And to me, it's like, that's strange, because every time that there has been a massive crime, a horrific crime, of course it gets turned into a movie. And I personally find that very strange, especially because of the G fam. They have been terribly outspoken all over social media, given interviews left, right, center, you name it. And now they're upset that this movie is coming out. I'm just wondering, are they upset because they're not going to be pocketing? Do you guys think that they would be upset if they were getting their cut off this movie? My personal and humble opinion is that no, they would not be upset if they were pocketing some percentage from the movie, which I don't think they are at this moment. I personally believe that's why they are upset. Um it's been almost it has been 3 years. 3 years and a day, right? That these 4 people lost their lives. Just insane to me. And I'm trying to pull up the G family website or their page on their Facebook here. Sorry, it's being very slow. It doesn't like it when I'm on my laptop and on the phone at the same time. But either way, guys, I can't pull it up, so I'm just gonna call it a day for now. Maybe I will pop back in later. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know, please. Let me know your thoughts, not in the chat. Let me know in the comment section. What are your thoughts regarding these families suing for $100 million each? Is that a little excessive? Is that normal? Do you think they deserve more, less? What is this about? So let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for joining me in today's live. Happy Friday. Stay safe.